Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and of course I'm continuing on with my Scream reviews leading up to Scream 6, and we are up to Scream 2, starring Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, Jerry O'Connell, and Jada Pinkett, and Sarah Michelle Gellar. 2 years after the first series of murders, Sydney is in her college years, so someone dons the Ghostface costume and brings a new string of kills. Now, the first time I watched this movie, I liked it, but I didn't think that it was as good as the first one, because I thought it was just capitalizing on the popularity of the first one. Like, kind of like how I Man 2 was just basically capping the popularity of I Man 1, except for being like, this is the next building block to get to the Avengers. But watching it this time, it got a little better for me. I'm not saying that this movie's perfect, but it got a little better. It had surprisingly more scary kills. It had a plot twist that surprised me the first time I watched it, and even this time I watched it. There is a lot of intense scenes in this movie. Like the movie theater scene where you see the two people going to see stabbed for the first time. The movie within a movie. I love that whole bit. And the girl who is Jada Pinkett eventually leads to the real Ghostface being there and eventually killing both of the boyfriend and the girlfriend off. And that scene of Sydney running away from Ghostface in the house is just so intense. And I thought, like, even though it doesn't look scary, I was on the edge of my seat going like, how is she going to escape from this? And I really like the relationship between Gale and Dewey in this movie. I did like in the first one, but I think this movie they really found that kind of relationship. Which it seems like it's very much like a Rachel and Ross scene from Friends, which they do reference in this movie, which I found was kind of funny. But it's kind of like a Ross and Rachel relationship where it's like they love each other in the first movie, then they hate each other for the beginning of this movie, then they find that love again, and then third one, they find that hate again. It's really, really bizarre, and then at the end they find love at the third one. Really crazy to me. But like, it's crazy that these movies, especially these first two Scream movies, get the big actors. Of course we had Courtney Cox, Drew Barrymore, and Matthew Lillard in the first one. But now, for Scream 2, we have, of course, Courtney Cox, Jerry O'Connell, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Sarah Michelle Gellar. And I think that once we get to Scream 3, that's when you start to get, like, known actors, but they're kind of lesser known than your Jerry O'Connells or Matthew Lillards or Courtney Coxes and that sort of stuff. But I think that's when you start to get a bit of the lesser known actors, is from 3 and on. I didn't really feel the length of this movie, which when the first one I felt that I was watching a long movie, that like the actual plot kicks in at the party, which everything before that was a long setup for the party to get to the party and then basically have the big actual plot happen at the party, which this one was like, it had a plot line that was interesting all the way through, and it's not like we're going to throw a ton of exposition in the first act, then the first and second act, then the third act is smack bang where the kills are going to happen and they're running away from Ghostface, which I think that this movie had a straight through line of what it wanted to do. So I think I need to give Scream 2 a 4 out of 5 stars. It has things in it that are better than the original, and there are some things that improve on the original. It's also not like a Ghostbusters 2 that just repeats the beats from the original movie and does it worse. It's just, it does it better, but it's like the first Scream is so iconic that you need to just kind of look past that. So, guys, there's my review of Scream 2. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please hit the like button down below if you haven't already. Hit subscribe. Also hit the little bell icon and notify future videos I make. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.